coming, no. We're going to endure it to the end. We're going to endure it to the end. And what's the last part with prayer? Read it back. 12.
Romans 12 and verse 12. Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer.
So when you go through that moment where you gotta be patient, pray for strength. Pray for endure the moment where the Most High teach you to be patient. Pray. And the spirit on me heavy with that thing these days, man. Like, just think about certain things, and it's like, yo, you deal with this one. I know this is you working in me. I can just wait. I don't care what happened. I can just wait. I ain't gonna jump the gun. I ain't gonna jump no bank. I ain't gonna lean on me on the side, and I can trust in you. You know, I just pray that you help me. Don't take away your spirit from me. You know, because I think about how I was back then. You know, it was just guessing your way around. Like whatever happened. But when you most get to understand it, you just trust me. You understand that it's He directing your steps of a good man, guided by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I'll read this AHRAK 2 and 4. AHRAK 1 and 8. Ecclesiasticus 7 and 8.
AHRAK chapter 2 verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Yeah, so whoever brought upon us, take cheerfully. That's why the scripture says instant in prayer. Because we deserve everything, we deserve every punishment we get and some and more. Because the scripture says so in Job. Most I exacted less than thine iniquity deserve. Exact less than what we deserve. Most I give you just the right amount. And what it says in our 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, the Most I don't give you more than you can bear, roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, get your AHRAK.
AHRAK 1 and verse 23. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterwards joy shall spring up unto him.
Bear or bear? Bear. The impatient man will bear for a time, and then joy will spring when the Most High deliver you easier. Because scripture says, somebody get it in Jeremiah. Jeremiah says, let the man glory in his wisdom. Yeah, Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh. You want to get that?
Yeah.
9:23.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this.
This is specific.
That he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exerciseth loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
See that? Glory in that. Go back to the same 1 Peter 2 and 20. You know? The Most High is pleased when a man suffers wrongfully. Because why? The Most High can get to show off the mercy. The Most High can show you mercy. Are we back to Peter, man? The Most High can show you mercy and what will happen.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 1 verse 23. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him.
Joy will spring up unto him. Because he feels so relieved, he learns to appreciate even more. We how Hashem Yahushai do and show you the bigger picture of everything. The bigger picture of everything. You know? Which is a new heaven, a new earth where it dwelleth righteousness. Where when none this oppression won't be be upon us, carry the entire world on our shoulders. Even the heathen sick of this place, bro. But they're too proud to admit it because you know they know that them being power, they want to go through the suffering. They want to go through the suffering that they gonna suffer for what they did to us. That's what the scripture says anyway. We get it. You got anything, Jack? Yeah.
Lamentation 3 and verse 26. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
So it's good for a man to quietly wait, don't murmur. But look at this brother, boy. Why this brother always got money? Look at this brother, boy. This brother got 2 wives, boy. Why get 1? Look at these heathens, boy. These heathens lifting it up, boy. And we going through all this. No, shut up and wait. Shut up and wait. You know, I'm speaking to myself, obviously. Because, you know, this how you feel inside, like, alright, yeah, Bash, I know that, you know, I want to complain, but I'm going to shut the fuck up. I just wait on your salvation. You know? You know? Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms 37 verse 1. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. It said, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Yeah. Simple, let's straight to the point. Don't fret yourself. Don't fret yourself with what's going on. Just quietly wait. Quietly wait. You know how these niggas though, they say there's a G, and you know they strong, and all you know is me. But when it comes to hard times, they'll keep murmuring.
And next person.
Yeah, right.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. It said, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. You know? Remember when you saw build it on unrighteousness. In order, and you know, the scripture also saying, AHRAK, I don't envy the glory of a sinner. Because you know we're going to be in. You know what wickedness he do to acquire what he get. You know? Well, we do it, commit ourselves to the will of Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Right.
We have to be patient, and the Lord going to give us our desire.
Yeah.
You see? In most cases, when the Most High don't give us certain things because we can't handle it.
That's right.
Right? You're going to desire something, yeah, but you have to go through a process where you could acquire the discipline to handle what the Most High get for you.
Right.
You know? Like for example, out here, you can't give a child without understanding all to wear among thieves. You see? Because that child had to grow and get the discernment, and then you could give that child then that child gonna become a young man. And you give that child gold, and he know a thief, what the attributes of a thief.
Yeah, the desires of a team.
Good. Likewise with the Most High. The Most High don't give us certain things that we desire because we can't handle it.
That's right.
Sometimes
That's
give
right.
you it, you get kicked out of faith.
Yeah.
You see? It take you out of the truth. You know, you have to go through certain discipline to get what you desire.
Just like King Solomon, AHRAK, give me riches, neither poverty, but just enough for me.
Yeah, a balance. Yeah, enough. Convenient for me.
Yeah.
You know, that is to keep you in the faith, the daily bread.
Yeah.
Things that you need to stay focused in the faith.
That's right.
You know, some brothers can get more than one wife and able to stay focused. Some brothers could get 10 wives and able to stay focused.
Yeah.
And I'm a children and still able to stay focused. Still on fire for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, but some brothers can't. Some brothers could handle a large amount of money. You know, and then get torn away from the truth. And some brothers can't handle a large amount of money. If they get a large amount of money, their heart will get torn away from the truth.
Can.
You know, and that is how the Most High does deal with us. Because we are sons.
Can.
Right? We ain't bastard. And the Lord in the will of the Most High that any one of the sheep should perish. You know?
This is Romans 12 and verse 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the portion of faith.
Yeah, because every brother was given different portion of faith.
Yep.
All right, every brother get different portion. You see, that's why you supposed to majority of the time you have to focus on. Which I'm talking in general, right? Individually, we have to focus on ourselves. I know we go. Spend time looking at what other people doing and what they have and so forth, you're gonna last you.
Yep.
You're gonna you ain't gonna understand you. You ain't gonna know who you is.
That's right.
You see? So when you spend time examining yourself, look within you to see how the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai see you, that is what more valuable, you know? Somebody can get to 1 Corinthians 13, verse 5.
1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 5.
Get on Matthew 7 now.
It says,
2 Corinthians.
second. 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how Yahweh Shai Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?
That's right. So you have to examine yourself. You know, see where you're going now, where you can tighten up, where you're slacking. You see? Because if you're following your eyes, the scripture says, remember, your apocrypha, remember the eyes are it's an evil thing, a wicked thing. It's lusting upon every occasion.
Yeah, said the eyes is never satisfied with seeing. So what do you mean? That the eyes is gonna always be lurking.
Yeah.
So you can't fool your eyeball. That's what it said on you. You can't fool your eyeball because it can always be looking. So look inwardly. Use the look inwardly as well. Examine yourself.
Matthew chapter 7 verse 1. Judge not that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged. And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye?
That's talking about all of us.
Can.
You know, to your brother in Pacific and to Israel. Why is he teaching Israel? We have to clean ourselves up.
That's right.
You know, we can't be committing adultery, worshiping idols, covetous, doing wicked things, and then we telling Israel not to do it. And rebuking them, they're being hypocrites. You know, we had to clean ourselves up, make sure we straight in the sight of the Lord, and reprove Israel. You know? Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 12. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do ye not judge them that are within? So at first you gotta judge yourself within, and then within the body, you you examine yourself to see if you what's the word I'm looking for? Okay?
Just examine yourself to see if you're in the faith.
Yeah. See if you're in the faith. To see that if you contribute to the body, or you bringing discourse. You know?
Say, take the mote out of your eyes, then you want to see clearly. Take the mote out of somebody else. Take the beam out of your eye, and then you're going to see clearly. In other words, fix your problem first. Then you're going to see, then you're going to be able to judge righteous among brothers. You know, if you ain't fix your problem, you're going to judge carnal. You know, and the most I could bring damnation upon you, go offend brothers.
It's like the saying too, huh?
You know?
Or you gonna love somebody if you can't love yourself. It's like the same saying too. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because why? You got to examine yourself. And when you examine yourself, you prove. Right? Because why? Other brothers can see you as a living proof.
Then your
Because
actions
you clean up.
and your works and go show forth your
Can't.
faith.
Yeah, because you clean, you purge yourself. And with the purging yourself, other brothers can take the example from you.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to see. And when they see, they're going to purge themselves also.
Yeah.
You know? Because you will be a light to them, shining.
It's about being examples.
First Peter chapter 5. First Peter chapter 5 verse. Yes. Start from verse 2. First Peter chapter 5 verse 2. It says, feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint but willingly, not for filthy lucre but of a ready mind.
Consider real quick, right? It says willingly. Willingly, like not because not for like vain glory. Well, let's say it's alright. But willingly, this precept is always showing your head, and this was show virtue and show sincerity. Is when you do it willingly. Yeah, you got it, Tom.
I do this work sincerely. Not for any gain, glory, or vanity.
This is sincerity. Is I sincerely forgive you. I sincerely want to help you. I sincerely pray for you.
It said neither be as being lords over the Most High everything, but being examples to the flock. You gotta be example to the flock. Flock is who? The nation of Israel. You know, not just the brothers in the camp, but brothers and sisters in the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Scripture talk about conducting themselves in the let me see if I get anything. Get out and just speak right now.
Yeah, pretty simple.
This is Romans 2:21. It says, thou therefore which teaches another, teacheth not thyself. Thou that preachest a man should not steal, dost thou steal? Thou that sayest a man should not commit adultery, thou committest adultery. Thou that abhorrest idols, dost thou commit sacrilege? Right? You know, basically, before you teach others, you got to teach yourself first. Right? So make sure you're right. And then you could correct your brother. The nation of Israel in the old.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 12. It said, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Conversation means conduct, the manner of life. Right? You have to live these precepts every single day. You have to walk in these precepts. Your mind has to be in these precepts. You know, you have to think before you speak. And before you say something, you have to think if this what you're about to say is right. If you're going off, or you know, you just speaking, talking shit. You see? Talk. The most I say, put away evil from your lips. Right? You have to always keep yourself in examination room. In examination room. You know? So every step in this truth had to be, the precept had to be in your mind. The conduct among the church. Not only when you're among brothers, but when you're among Israel. Don't mention this How shall make us a light unto the word? And that word is continuance. If I am mistaken. See if I run that.
Want to bring us preaching meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, but let every man prove his own work. Right? And then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. Because when you're proving your own work, you're examining yourself. Right? And when you examine yourself, you're proving your work. Right? So you're going to know when, hey, when you're checking yourself out, you know, brothers gonna give you the compliment, which you're looking for the compliment, but what? Brothers can see the light in you. Right? And you're going to rejoice in yourself. Yeah, bro. I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing, striving for this truth until the end.
They're more confident.
The confidence. The word confidence is the word con means faith and fidel means faith, right? In Latin, right? But the compliment we're saying, compliment quote unquote, is a message from heaven. You know, fellow man, the Lord, you know, we exhort one another. Scripture says exhort one another daily. Daily we should exhort one another, right? So it could be in different forms, different areas, because the Most High is you know infinite in the way you do things, you know, infinite. Sometimes you might just see a brother, how a way a brother explains scriptures, and you like, yo, I just, you know, spirit move you. Where that?
Yeah. Why you bring out the precept to, right? My mind flashback on Yawada. You know, I know the brother like personally seen him. Yeah, but speak with the brother sometimes. You know, and how brothers compliment this brother. You know, well, hey, this brother was living according to this word. You know, this brother was examining himself, you know, proving his work. You know, he was staying strong in this truth. You know, and he do it until the end. You know?
Yeah. Somebody Colossians, occupying it.
You know, that brother too is a good example of what we was talking about earlier, patience.
Yeah.
Because we'll give up a whole lot we had in the world for this truth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And the word patience goes back to long suffering.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, just pick up a basic 9 to 5 and, you know, just get to by day by day. That was Yahweh, you know.
And on that note, true spirit, right? Patience is only for the strong, you know. Patience is not for no weak person. Because only strong people could suffer wrongfully. Only strong people could bear the burden, right? And scripture says in the same Galatians 6, bear ye one another burden. That's what we doing out here. We bear one another burden. We labor not for ourselves, but for them that seek learning. Alright? Most are looking for mighty men of valor. I know nigga, we're gonna be hiding behind a pulpit, among other things. We're looking for that sweet life.
The ultimate example is Yahushua. The scripture says, consider the suffering that Yahushua went through. Lest you faint in your mind. I don't read the gospel and meditate on the different things that Yahushua went through. You know?
That's right.
And you're going to see what's going on. Right? I get it here. Matthew chapter 5 verse 14. It says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. And that world is cosmos. It's talking about Israel. Right? We are a light unto Israel. You see? You can get it in where is it? Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12, we start from verse 2.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weary and faint in your mind.
Yeah, lest ye be weary and faint in your mind. Right, when you look up that word consider, it says to think over, consider, ponder. You know, meditate on the suffering that Yahweh went through. You know, think about it and see that we ain't resist unto blood as yet. You know, the time coming where we're going to put in situation where we're going to escape by the skin of our teeth, like Job said. You see? That time coming, some brothers going to be put to death for this war. Some brothers going to see brothers get put to death before their face. You know, might see their wife or the children get put to death. You see? But you have to ponder on Yahushua's suffering and bear this word, because you see Yahushua endured the cross, he endured the despise, the shame, all the ill treatment he endured. Alright, and it said the servant is not greater than the master. Right? So if Yahushua go through it, you know, and we believe on Yahushua, he's gonna pull me through it.
Because it says right there, he's the author and finisher of our faith.
Yeah.
Verse 1, it says, for as much then as the Mashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he hath suffered in the flesh, hath ceased from sin.
Yeah, so when you suffer, you cease from sin. Right? And the point is you have to arm yourself with the same mind that Yahushua is. We is soldiers of Yahushua. Right? We have to arm ourselves with the same mind. See? The scripture, like Yahushua say, if they call the master of the house Beelzebub, what about the servant? You see? They're going to do the same to the servant. Alright? The servant is not above the master. Same thing Yahushua go through the suffering, you don't go through it. Right? Yahushua had everything. And the scripture say, I will shall put off his garment, or to paraphrase it, you know, put off all the riches that he had and come lowly.
Indeed. You know, in situations like these, you gotta pray a lot, right? Because for me, personally, a new thing I see start happening with me is like when I get chastised, like my bones, my literal bones begin to ache. I just gotta go and pray right away. See, that's the only way I could, you know, like go for a next day.
Yeah, that's why it's instant prayer. Instant prayer.
Yeah, preacher, so like we First Timothy 5, 3 and 20. Second,
No, Psalm chapter 40, verse 1.
2 Timothy 3 and 20.
Second Timothy chapter 3,
It's like you have.
verse Timothy,
Yeah, 2 Timothy 3, verse 12.
verse 12. Oh, can. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12 says, Yea, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution.
There you go. You see in this truth, you're going to suffer persecution. Scripture tells many are the afflictions of the righteous. Right? In this world. Ever since Adam fell, the righteous was greatly afflicted. You know? But the Most High, at the end, the Most High always deliver them out of this situation.
Come.
Right? The Most High always comes through for the righteous.
Yeah, anything Ecclesiastes, Psalm 41, Baruch 4 and 5.
It says Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8. It says, Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in the spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
So the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, and there's the two types of people, so to speak, in this day. Two vibrations. It's either you're proud or you're patient. It's either you're godly or you're a sinner. You know? It's either you're chosen or you're not chosen. You know?
Psalms 40 and verse 1. I wait patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me, and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit. Out of Psalms 40 and verse 1. I waited patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me.
So, see when the Most High inclined, when you patiently wait. Same thing as when the Lord went on a long journey and he came back and find his servants, right? Waiting, being watchful, while the other servants was drinking and going on, having the time of their life. Remember the same video Saturday days, somebody shared during the lockdown. People within his house and they got pool party, indoor pool party, people throwing money to the bitches naked and thing going. And the Spirit already done reveal scriptures. As in the days of Noah. 1 Timothy 3, verse 1 go down. Lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of the Most High. They don't give a fuck. The Most High warning them, and that's why the Most High can keep building it up. You hearing? You hearing? You hearing? Until the final. When the Most High can send the missiles and destroy them with fervent heat, with the elements can destroy with fervent heat. Yeah, continue.
I waited patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me, and hear my cry. He brought me up also out of a horrible pit.
Out of a horrible pit, a rising part, but this is not your rest. This is a pit, and the Most High gonna burn. You know what? The Most High gathering all the garbage together right now. All the garbage. That's why all of them be. The worst garbage can be at the garden. The valley of Jehoshaphat. And then the Most High gonna bomb all of them. Let them fight among themselves. Let them skirmish for problems. That's why the Most High drying up the Euphrates River. So it could be a pit. The Most High take us out to the pit. We're going to be on the rim watching. We're on the rim, so to speak, hypothetically speaking, watching the Most High burn all this garbage up. Lord willing, we receive salvation.
That's right.
Yeah, is it or not?
Out of the mire clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and establish my going.
Done. And the rock is Yahweh Shai. Most High building this house upon a rock, not on sand. We're going to fall in the same pit, into the miry clay, the slippery slope. Baruch.
Luke chapter 4 and verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
So patiently, as our enemies persecute us, be patient. Same thing as the time in Egypt. Let's keep chugging along, because when we see the fall of our enemies, it can be so sweet and be tears of joy. Be sweet bliss. The amount of joy would nothing could be compared to them. That's why the scriptures say the sufferings of this time is not worthy to be compared. When you see the fall of all these wicked ass people that don't give a shit about Yahweh Shai, after all we do for us, the Most High simply saying one thing, but it's all for his glory though. This is what all is about. It's all for Yahweh Shai glory. Go ahead on that. You're gonna read on to verse 30 from verse 30 to verse 30. And this is the suffering. This is how fair face the wicked will come. And this is why the Most High wants us to witness the fall of our enemies. Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 13. He professed to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he called himself the child of the Most High.
So that's what we're doing right now. We professing that we have the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. And the Most High giving us the knowledge to prove everything. And we can call ourselves the child of the Most High because we're obedient. We're not bastards. We're trying to be as obedient as possible to endure it to the end. And that requires patience. Obedience requires patience. AHRAK. You know? Right on?
Yeah.
Wait, stop. By chance, you got them Hebrew letters that he sent you? Them Hebrew letters that he sent in the group? Them different letters and things? Alright,
Verse 14.
you got that?
He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Okay.
For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
So, the Most High set up these patient men to reprove them. Patient men to reprove them. To remind them that, hey, y'all impatient and y'all hasty. Y'all proud. Y'all really think that y'all could just do what y'all want and take whatever y'all want and whatnot. Most ain't got time for all of that, boy. Where up?
Says, verse 16, we are esteemed of him as complete.
Complete faith. Complete faith.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
See, keyword abstain. Abstain. Sometimes the Most High would try your patience and try your faith, right? You hungry like a dog, and all you see is all these people who sell all these fucked up food. And you know, the most I tell you, wait till you reach home, or wait till you reach this location, and you reach this location, you have this food and whatnot, and you're satisfied. Same thing with like waiting on a woman. Waiting on a woman, right? The most I say, hey, I got this sexy thing for you, boy. Slack you. You will be thinking that, hey, this sexy thing, I want this sexy thing, man. I know the Lord, the most I can send this to me. And when you get this thing fucking crazy, boy. All set of drama, boy. All set of mixed signals and games. And as I always remember something through the spirit with his brother, the most I put in his brother's spirit. The blessings of the Most High is without sorrow. If that thing that you believe that is for you causes you sorrow, then it's not blessing. It's just something to try your patience for something better. And this will be going through to the final betterment, the final blessing, whereby the Most High promised us, right? Go ahead on.
Yeah. Verse 16. We are esteemed of them as come to feet. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced at the end of the just to be blessed, and make his boast that Yahweh is his father.
Okay.
Let us see if his words be true.
Let us see if his words be true. Let me try patience. Let me see if his words is true. And that's why we don't speak our own words. We speak from here. We just read it from the Bible. We are just reading from the Bible. We seek out the words and the meaning so that we could get better understanding. We don't try to speak off our own strength. Read one scripture, then we give a whole lecture about our own personal opinions and whatnot. That's why the scripture says, this understanding, these scriptures come by men that were moved by the Spirit. Not by men who just pick up and write a book about philosophy, like Socrates and the rest of these false doctrines or false teachers. Read up.
Verse 17 of Wisdom of Solomon 2. Let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
So you see that they ain't only trying the just man, they're trying Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And which scripture says, tempt not the Lord. That's why the most I can eviscerate, I use El Apostle Gabar word, eviscerate them. Most I can eviscerate them, oh my shucks, boy. And you know, they might thinking that, oh, there's gonna be a quick death, we could die instantly. The most I could slow down time for you specifically. I'll make it feel like a whole eternity of being. The most I can show off with the men in the Lord, the most I can show off with the wrath at the same time. The most I don't hold back for nobody. For nobody. Where?
Verse 19. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
So imagine if they examining you. Who's you for not examining yourself? Who are we for not examining yourself? Slack you. Fight yourself first. Who are we for not examining yourself? They're examining you. So that means we gotta be watchful. We gotta be patient. We gotta be on the guard. We gotta be awake. But these motherfuckers examining me, they're watching all we videos. They got a whole fucking army of niggas just watching videos. Making notes and shit. Yeah, like you know, when he's trying to solve a case, they're strange connected. It's like, alright, this man know this man know this man do Megiddo. Patrick Megiddo. Alright, this campus do this campus do that. We about the precept, let's say examine, let's just examine.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 19.
Block yeah, quick switch.
1 Peter chapter 5, verse 9. It said, be sober, ever. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil,
God.
as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour.
Man walking about, this man lingering, making notes. Everything you want capture. If you Google this for boy, all them searches we doing, the man got that shit line up. You phone predicted shit for you even before you type it, boy. Then there ain't no coincidence. Most I give you the power. For we see that we enemies watching we and we watching them back. Make your move. If the most I be for us, who can be against us? We can get in Romans 8 just now. Where that?
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 19. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
You see what they're examining me with despitefulness. They despise thee. They despise Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Just because you want to do the right thing because it's right. Just because you want a better place. Just because you want to do the right thing, but it's all part of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai master plan. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Better?
That we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Prove his patience. You know, you patient. You patient. You patient. Let me see how patient. Patient he is. And I try not to tell people that I'm patient for the same reason. Because the wickedness is like trying. Alright. Let's see how long you can wait. Because you might be you might have an event where y'all set up plans. And this person said, hey, I'm coming to pick you up at 3 o'clock. Especially down here.